Hi, this is Egan. I share transformational tools and then I show you how to use them. Let's talk about helping your business thrive with the law of attraction. Now, as a law of attraction expert, I help both individuals to manifest money or career or something like that in that vein, and businesses. And they're usually trying to manifest clients or sales, and then also can go for organizations. When it comes to businesses, there are usually 5 common mistakes that I see them making when I just engage them in a dialogue. Number 1 is they might be pouring out a tremendous amount of time and energy and money into the business, thinking that that will be enough for it to succeed, or hoping so. And so they can deplete themselves or get exhausted or worn out. Another thing that I see is that they don't really have clear goals. Sometimes they kind of know what they want, but they're not specific enough, and they sort of wing it and hope that, things will kind of work out. So there's not always the clearest intention, so to speak. Another thing that I see is that they're not connecting with a higher power. And what I mean is that they're not building up the magnetism of the organization, of the business. So they're not magnetic enough to really pull in what they want. Or if they're not putting out enough energy, they might even push, business or clients or other opportunities away. They're just not magnetic enough. Number 4 is usually avoidance. That means there's something going on in the business or in the dynamics of the staff or something else that's going on that they're not really addressing. It's like the elephant in the room. They don't want to look at it, and so whatever you resist gets a little bit stronger. And so that has to often be addressed before you can really, move forward and move beyond it. The other thing is, I see a lot of businesses do, because they don't know how to do this, is simply doing energy work. And that's, whether you call it prayer or mind treatment or magnetizing, it's doing some type of energetic process that works with energy, because everything is made up of energy. If you walk into a business and you don't feel so good, you're sensing the thoughts and the emotions of the people or the physical space. Or you can walk into another business and feel fantastic. And that's because the energy there is great, because of the thoughts and the emotions and the people. And, there's a French cafe that I like to go to. It's beautifully decorated, and the staff is great, and the food is great, and the lighting is very nice. They play this beautiful French music. So I just go there and I say, here's my money. Let me just hang out here for a little while because I love the energy. Other places I walk in and immediately it's like I just want to get out of there because it just doesn't feel good. It's not my cup of tea. So not having clear goals doesn't work, because if you don't have clear goals, you might get lucky and manifest what you want, or you might just sort of break even in a business. If you don't build up the energy and power of the business, the magnetism, as I've said, you're just not magnetic enough to really succeed. If you're putting in a tremendous amount of effort, which can work for a business, you can end up simply exhausting yourself. And that's what you end up with. You don't end up with the success that you want. You just end up exhausted. And I know that personally from my own experience, because I wasn't clear, and then I was putting all sorts of energy into a business many years ago, and I just didn't get the result that I wanted. I knew something was off. If you don't address the hidden issues, the avoidance, that doesn't work, because those just get stronger. And if you don't do some type of energy work or prayer or something else on a level beyond the physical, which can just be simply having clear thoughts about the business, again, you weaken it and you don't allow it to thrive at the highest level. So, how can you help your business with the law of attraction? I was born with a high level of psychic ability. I can literally wear the thoughts and emotions of a person or a place or a business. And so I've learned that people will pick up on this. Even if they don't think that they're psychic or other people are psychic, everybody can sense that energy because everything is made up of energy. And so when you understand that everything is energy and that there are ways that you can change it, you can therefore change the energy of your business. You can change the thoughts and the emotions and the physical space in a way that does make it magnetic. Let's go through a couple of things that you can do in your own business. Number one is have clear goals. Set clear goals. And I mentioned this already. Set a number of how many clients or sales that you want. Usually in a business plan, that's a good way to set goals, but not everybody wants to sit down and do a business plan. But it is very effective, and that's why they have them. But set clear goals. Have a target. Space clearing. When I work with somebody, usually I do three things. A business comes in, I sit and I talk to them a little bit, see what their goals are, what the issues are, and I help them set the clear goals. I tune in psychically to sense all the different dynamics and situations that are going on, the energy, and then I do things to kind of fix and heal and clear it, change the energy. And then number three, I connect them to a higher power, a higher source of energy, which makes them magnetic, makes them ultramagnetic, and then we magnetize. We do meditations and law of attraction processes to pull in just the right people, the right sales. One of those things that I do when I'm doing the second part, which is sort of, clearing and fixing and sort of healing the energy with the businesses, I might do space clearing. And that might be as simple as thinking of the office space and, surrounding it in light, or combing through the energies and letting go of things that aren't positive. There's different things that you can do. Some people do feng shui, which can be an effective way to clear a space, obviously. And there's many different techniques, energy techniques that you can, use, utilizing light, sound. You can clear a space with a chime and, walk around a space with a chime and hit it, and that noise will vibrate out. Some people use incense or candles or, different sounds to clear the space. But that can make a big difference. It can sort of shake out those energies which are kind of stuck. Another thing that I like to use, at least I use in my business, is something that I call the easy technique. So let's say you have a challenge, like you have to get a presentation done for your business. And you're like, well, I've got to prepare it, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. If you simply stop and say, it was so easy to put together the presentation and have it come out perfectly. Or it was so easy to attract new staff members for my business. Or it was so easy to generate more sales and clients. That's focusing your law of attraction power on the thought form of ease, of things flowing effortlessly. It's simply changing your perception, shifting things. And so that as you focus on ease, you begin to create ease. And especially with a business where things can change hour to hour, day to day, you want to kind of have the attitude of ease. The final thing I'll talk about is magnetizing, which is the process that I do with individuals and businesses. So with magnetizing, you set a clear goal. If you're for a business, you think about the qualities and the characteristics of the clients or the sales that you want. Who are the people that you want to attract into the business? The next step is that you can connect with your soul or a higher power, but basically you connect with a higher source, and then you imagine there's a magnet. There's a magnet within you. It can either extend from your heart outward, like in a cone shape that's expanding outward, or it can come from the solar plexus and go upward and outward, like a big cone, like you're opening it up, like a big antenna dish. And so what you do is you sort of know what you want, you create this magnet, you begin to feed it energy, and then you sort of think about the clients that you want, and you sort of send out a telepathic call to all of them, transmit love, create an energetic space around you where they'll be drawn to it, and then work on that level. Now, I know that that can sound far out, or as they used to say in the 60s, far out man. But I found that when I help a business set clear goals, we clear the energy of anything they're avoiding or any beliefs or any other things. We kind of heal that up and we heal the business. And then we go and we connect into a higher power and we do the magnetizing. Usually within a couple of days, they do attract clients, they do attract sales. They might get new business ideas, or something changes in the business. They change something which just makes it more profitable. Also, whatever they're doing that's already working simply works better. What's not working after we do that process shifts and changes for the better. So, these are the different, systems that I use. And as I work with the businesses, it's often fascinating, how that manifests. So whether you're using affirmations or just visualization, I would just recommend that you work with a process, find something that you find feels right for you, and then apply that in your business as, of course, you're doing good business practices. You can't just sit there and meditate all day and, not actually, get products or, promote yourself or actually do your business. You have to pair the energy work and the clarity with good business practices. And if you do that, I assure you, your business will thrive. Okay. See you in the next video.